Hey, it's me, Leo Von Soul, and you're like, what are you doing? Yeah, welcome to Project Room 301, named after the hotel room I'm staying at this weekend. I decided to do something a little crazy. I decided to write, record, and arrange 3 songs for an EP in the 2 nights that I'm here. I'm actually only about 10 miles away from my own place. I wanted to break myself out of my daily routine, force myself to create, because sometimes pressure does create diamonds, and I wanted to push my creativity as an artist even further. I was inspired by Doechii when she was working on her album. She was like, hey, I'm going to take a month, whatever I create is what I create, and now she won a Grammy. I'm reading The Artist's Way based off an interview she gave, and it's been life-changing, so I'm trying to push myself. Luckily, a few weeks ago, I saw that producer Blossom, who I've been following for a bit, had 3 tracks that they were selling as a exclusive package, and I saw it as a sign because I really like the track and the sound, and it really aligns to what I'm planning to do. So I said, why not? So I got 3 tracks. I've listened to them, but not too much because I did want to kind of just create in this space and see what I come up with at the end of the weekend. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, but I'm really excited about Project Room 301. I'm trying to remember the name. And I'm excited to see what comes out of it. I'm excited to shoot this documentary about it. I have things and errands I need to run this weekend, but luckily I'm staying actually really close walking distance to all the errands I had to do this weekend intentionally. So yeah. Oh yeah, and for record, it is April 25th, 2025. And if this is a success, I might do more of these in the future. So fingers crossed. I'll probably go eat first, and then I'm gonna focus on songwriting tonight and seeing what story comes to me, what really speaks to me. So we'll start there, and then if I'm in a good spot with any of them, I might start laying down vocals tonight, if not in the morning. So stay tuned. I think I have an idea. I think it's kind of a fragment of an idea for the 3 songs. So I think I have titles. We'll see if they work. All right, I have my setup here. Microphone. May the creative gods show me mercy as I start this journey. So, and y'all, I look so tired. I need caffeine, I need some sleep. Meh. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm thinking this will be the first track. I think I'm gonna go in order of how Blossom had laid out their beats. So I think I'm gonna keep that same order based off some ideas I just had. So I'm gonna start working on the first song, which is called Where Do We Go From Here, which I think will set the tone for the kind of the 3 acts that I'm seeing in my head. It's very film noir. Lone cowboy in the room. Yeah, I don't know. I just like being alone sometimes, and I'm trying to channel that into this project. I don't know why I'm talking to Mike as if the audio is connected to this right now. I'm just hearing myself. So, all right, where do we go from here? All right, so I think I'm just gonna listen to it a few times and see what comes out. Naturally. Oh my god, this chair keeps squeaking. Oh my god. All right, let's just see what happens. I'm gonna hit play and record. All right, so now we're just gonna sing along and see what comes out. The smell of your cologne still lingering. I tell myself it means nothing. So I grab a bottle of what's near, so I can drown out those voices and everything I fear. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Do I mean nothing? Hiding me clearly. Da da na 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 na. Where do we go from here? I think there's something there. First pass. If I think hard enough, I can still smell your cologne. Still thinking about when we were together and I always felt alone. I think that paints a picture. Yeah. Where do we go from here? I think it's kind of a, I don't know, the vibe I'm feeling, the character I'm feeling is this guy who checked into his hotel by himself. And even though I'm not experiencing this, I can just feel this story of this guy who's running away, maybe. And he ran away to be alone to contemplate his life. This is what I'm feeling. So I think I'm gonna play with that for a bit. I think I got a verse. Let's find out. This is the take, I can feel it. If I close my eyes, I can still smell your cologne. Then I remember those nights I felt alone. Did you know I still set the table for two? I don't know what I should do. Where do we go from here? I said, where do we go from here? Ba, ba, da, da. All right, one more further than I thought. But if I close my eyes, I can still smell your cologne. And I remember all those nights I spent alone. Did you know I still set the table for two? I'm starting to regret all my I love you. It's actually a pretty short song. So the first verse is done and recorded. Crazy, it just started. But I'm really happy with how it sounds. I don't want to mess with it. So I'm gonna write a second verse. It's two short verses and a lot of the chorus. So I'm gonna attack the chorus last. I have parts of it, but it's not sitting right. I wanna write the second verse to figure out the whole story, but it's shaping up. So the first verse is about remembering their cologne, but then they're also remembering like those nights you left me alone. And then the confession, I still set the table for two. And then they question, I don't know why I say they, me, I'm the character in this. Then I think I'm a fool. I question myself. Am I a fool for waiting for you? So then I have, where do we go from here? So the second verse, I just need to figure out that story. Is it more longing and more confusion? I feel like it is, because you're still asking a question in the chorus, like where do we go from here? So I think there needs to be some confusion and no resolve. Maybe they start remembering some of the things they loved, and then quickly at the end it goes away. I think that's the way to go. think of you as I'm drinking alone. 'Cause I know you're not doing a thing of me. How could I get tethered to such a lost soul? I don't know if I can take this anymore. I think that's close. I think there's close. I like the tether to a lost soul. I like that line a lot. I think there's something here. I don't know. I just did a take of the second verse and I thought I was going to hate it, but I actually love it because it sounds slightly off and I think I'm going to keep it because I keep trying to re record it. And yeah, it's missing that kind of in the moment feel. So I think I'm going to keep it. So I think honestly that's it. Now I just have to write a chorus and first song's done. I am ahead of schedule, which was already insane. This whole thing is insane. I think we're gonna slowly see in this documentary me lose my fucking mind. And I'm okay with that because now you're a part of the process and you kind of see what I go through. And I usually work best at night, and it is 8:15, 8:18. Yeah, I wasn't even planning to get started yet, so it's just gonna go downhill from here. So buckle up. Where do we go, go? Where do we go, go? Alright, so I just recorded some rough take of an early chorus. It's not quite there yet, so I think I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, because I've been at this for a little bit, so maybe I'll start another track or I'll take an actual break. Alright, I didn't take much of a break because I jumped into the second song. This is the second song of the EP, and the idea that came to me was based off of a conversation I had earlier today, because I made a mess and I didn't clean it up, not metaphorically, like physically, and I sent this GIF back that said, "I'm a mess, honestly," and I don't know why that just stood out to me when I was listening to this track, so I think I'm gonna call the second track "I'm a Mess, Honestly." That just feels right. Like once I said that out loud, or with the track and the timing was just there, I was like, okay, that's the song. So I think I'm just gonna sing through this whole song and see what lyrics stick out, and then I'm gonna take my break. That way I can hop back in and kind of hear things and see what develops from there. So, yeah. All right, I took a nice little break. It's now 10 o'clock. Watch some Golden Girls. Ate a little snack. This chair is gonna kill me. All right. So I'm gonna start working on track 2. I'm gonna listen back to what I recorded before the break and see if there's any lyrics that stand out. I think I'm gonna focus on verses today and maybe draft the choruses, and then tomorrow I'll listen to everything back, re-record things, and start building things out from there. My goal is to have everything recorded by tomorrow evening. So it's gonna be called "I'm a Mess, Honestly." So I think to contrast from the first song, which is all about like where do we go from here, this is going to be self-reflective about like I don't have my shit together. So instead of saying like what's next, now it's like shit, what's next for me, is kind of the idea for the second act. So I'll keep that in mind. New idea. Maybe it's like the verses are about confidence and then the chorus is like psych, it's a facade, I'm a mess. I think that's the story right there. I think that's the angle. So maybe it's like starting to peel away the layers. So the first verse is going to be like, I know I come off with confidence, like something like that. All right, so I have a first verse and half of a chorus that I'm happy with. I'm liking the lyrics. This is not where I was planning to take the song, but I don't know, it feels kind of natural, just kind of working through it. Yeah, not too bad. It's not even 11 yet, so I'm gonna keep powering through. Okay, so it's 10:30, and I think I have a rough first draft of I'm a Mess, honestly. Which I don't know what it says that this was the fastest song to write from beginning to end. Um, but it is very honest from what I wrote, so I talk a lot about my insecurities. Not a lot, but I hint at them a bit. So I'm a mess, honestly. All right. So I immediately started brainstorming the last song. It's a little more hopeful, a little more upbeat. It kind of feels like I don't know, I feel like the first track feels like it's starting to get dark, and then the second song feels like midnight and like where you're lost in your own thoughts, and then this feels like morning has come and you found some clarity. So I think I'm gonna play on that a bit. The thing that keeps popping out to me for the chorus, it's a big chorus, so it's like something new. So I think that will play well with the first two tracks. This the first one was where do we go from here? And then it's I'm a mess, honestly, and then something new, kind of that whole arc of tired, feeling sorry for myself. So at this point, I need to sample this chair squeak because it's haunting me. Yeah, so it's almost 11, and I think I'm gonna take a long break either for the rest of tonight, even though I'll probably be up. That way I can kind of sit with this for a bit in my head and then attack it fresh in the morning. Or I might decide in like 30 minutes or an hour that I'm gonna keep going. So, but good progress. I mean, I have song titles for all three songs. That's amazing. I have a draft for the second song. I have the verses done for the first song. And then for the third song, I have like half of a verse. And an idea for the pre-chorus and the chorus. So I'll take it. It's progress. I'm a little tired. So thank you for being part of Project Room 103. No, God. Project Room 301. So, yeah. All right. Gonna record a little bit more before I head out to volleyball. Yeah, recorded vocals in a Speedo, iconic. You could never, I mean, you probably could. Oh my God, this is my state that I'm in right now, so bear with me. All right, let's see. Like I said, we're about I would say a little over halfway through. I would love to try and get a little bit of the chorus done today for two of them. Maybe I'll focus on choruses today. All right, here we go. I'm gonna jump on. Where do we go from here, baby? Where do we go from here? I need to know. All of the late nights, tossing and turning. I know a passion, it's only burning. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? This whole process has been so interesting. You go through the cycle of like, oh wow, this is so good, and then you're like, this is horrible, this is good again. I've decided I'm going to keep the recordings pretty simple and not do harmonies, not do stacks. Every time I tried, it just took away from the song. There's this kind of like just in the moment presence about it. I don't want it overproduced, so yeah. I don't know. This whole thing is interesting. What's funny is you can actually see the volleyball courts from my room. So I'm back in the room just played volleyball. We won. It was a weird game, but we won. 5-0 now. So yeah, it's been a good season. It's my third season. I feel like the second season's where I started like really getting into it, and this third season, I think I'm seeing me get really into it. So it's been fun, good time, nice little break. Now to shower, chill, and then get back to work. All right, I have a few hours before my haircut, so I think I'm gonna try and jump back in. Did you know they make Truly lemon? I didn't know. I kind of like it. Thought it'd be a vibe, so I picked some up. So let's see if I can finish these songs out. That'd be perfect. Okay, now I can hear myself. I was in the zone, and I finally figured out a chorus for where do we go from here. It's kind of more an ad lib. I've been kind of just doing the punch-in method for songwriting this weekend, which is not something I don't normally do. But it's just been kind of working for me. So I finished the chorus, and I decided to add some ad libs, even though I'm not doing stacks and harmonies for this whole EP, which is a little crazy. But I added some fun ad libs and an outro. I tried to record the process, but I was so in the zone and locked in. So that's technically 2 songs done. I think I'm gonna go back to the first one and add kind of ad libs and me talking and just very faint vocals. I think it will add that kind of haunting feel. Feels very like Lana Del Rey-ish to me, which we stand a queen. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Got a haircut, much needed haircut, as I could tell while I was filming. This last day, I was like, damn, I need a haircut. So I'm happy I did that. When I came back, I decided, because I had this melody in my head, so I started playing with it. So I ended up finishing my second song. So I only have 1 song left that still needs a chorus and a second verse. And then I'll probably do some ad libs. I decided to do some speaking ad libs. For the other 2 songs, well, for one of them, I tried adding it to another one, but it just felt like clutter. But actually, no, I ended up adding a little bit in there. Sorry, I took a break. And grab some food. So yeah, I'm ready to jump back in. It is 8:30. It is night 2. I'm feeling really good. I think I could actually finish this. So yeah, we did it. I think I'll be ready for handoff. I've been talking to my producer Sevens, who's gonna mix and master it. I haven't told him that yet. Yay. Who's gonna mix and master? So I'll probably hand off. My plan is to hand off Monday morning. So that's the project. In my head, I want everything recorded and done while I'm here in room 301. Which, by the way, I thought it was really poetic that I'm in room 301 and this will be my 3rd EP, and 01 being like the starting line. So I don't know, I take it as a sign. So I think it's kind of cool that my 3rd EP will be called room 301. So I like things like that. All right, it is 10:30, and oh, I just hit my head. It's 10:30, and I'm done with the project. Yeah, I'm trying not to overthink it. I don't know. It's crazy because I don't remember writing most of it. It just feels very in the moment. I feel like I've been here much longer than I have been. I mean, it's been like over 24 hours, but it feels like I've been here for days. Just creating. I'm definitely tapped out of my creativity at this moment. So I think for the rest of my stay, I'm just gonna chill. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch TV and not think. I think I'm gonna turn my brain off. I think that's the best thing for me. I'm gonna send the tracks over to be mixed and mastered tomorrow. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with it. So I think tomorrow morning I might take some promo shots in the room. That way I have it for the rollout. Yeah, thank you for being a part of this journey. I don't know, I think I really needed it. I talk about it in one of the songs. It's kind of a reset and a recess. I think I've just been so overwhelmed with the creative process and the business aspect of what I do. And even though I'm a little tired, this kind of re-energized me in a different way. So I hope you enjoy room 301. I know I'm very curious to see it come together. There needs to be a lot of magic work done in the mix and mastering. I'm not used to recording my own vocals, so this is all brand new to me and different and kind of just crazy that I decided to do this. I don't know. It's like borderline insanity. Um, but yeah, I hope you get to know me a bit more through this process and through this project. So thank you for watching.